Hello, welcome to KSBS News. My name is Braden Swiler.
And my name is Daryl McLean.
Today's episode will include the daily Legionnaire interview. Then, there are messages from the talent show members, a band member, and choir members.
Also, an interview with Highway Patrolman as he tells us what happens with our faithful cops during the day. Without any further ado, let's move to the interview with the Legionnaire.
So, what is your name and where are you from?
James Snyder, and I'm from Ozaki, Kansas.
So, what did you serve in the military?
No, I did not.
What did you do when you served? Like, what did you work as? If you did anything?
I was a supply, so I worked mainly in like a warehouse type situation. Different units come in requesting things, and we supplied them with it.
So, did you ever spend any time overseas?
No. What being in the reserves, I never got activated or anything. It was right in between a time where there wasn't a whole lot going on.
So, did you do Boy State when you were in high school?
No, no one ever told me about it.
So, what makes you join Boys State now that you didn't do it in high school?
I got involved with the Legion in 2011, and after that, about 2 years ago, I was asked to be on the executive committee, and since I didn't know a whole lot about it, I wanted to get more involved and decided to spend a week out here last year.
So, now that you've spent a week out here, did you wish that you ever did Boy State in high school?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Never was really involved with politics, so I believe it's a really good program, and it's really interesting to see how smart some of these young men are.
Do you have any recommendation for any of us staters?
Give it your best, because you're only going to get out of it what you put into it.
Well, it's all questions. I really appreciate you doing this interview, and thank you for your service as well.
Thank you so much to Legionnaire James Snyder. We really do appreciate you taking time out of your day to do an interview with us, and also thank you for your service. Now let's move on to the interviews with the talent show, band, and choir members.
All right, if I can get your name and like what act you did.
I'm Wyatt Christensen from Sites County, Waring City. In my act, I did the kata or karate last night at the talent show.
So, what was the entire like thing? Because I mean, I figured with karate you'd be punching boards and breaking some cement bricks, but it wasn't that.
So, in karate, we have these things called katas, which is Japanese for forms, and those are a set of forms. You have different, you learn different forms as you go up in the ranks, and they get more difficult as you go up. And you get like you guys watch and you see all those moves and stuff. But like each different move has its own application, so that's really what you're supposed to take away from a kata.
Got it. So what like level of kata was that? Was it like a beginner, expert, mediocre?
I believe it is either third degree brown belt or first degree black. I think it's a third degree brown belt kata. So that's second kyu, I believe, or first kyu. So
what made you get started into the karate stuff? So.
We joined Woodside, which is a gym back in Westwood, Kansas, near Kansas City. Our parents started going there, and they had a karate program there. So we just started doing it. They said, "Hey, you start doing this. It's a good thing. Good to learn all this self-defense stuff." And then the further along you go, the more you learn, and the more discipline you learn, and you just take a lot away from it. So.
Got it. Thank you for this interview. Hi, if we can get your name and what you did for the band.
My name is Blaine Smoon, and I play the alto saxophone.
All right, so how long have you been playing your instrument?
5 years.
What made you get into it?
I joined band in middle school, and then they said pick an instrument, and I was looking through the instrument, and the one that looked the most cool was alto saxophone, so that's why I picked that.
Got it. And so, what were your feelings going into tonight or last night's performance?
I wasn't really that nervous because the music was fairly easy, but it was fun and the crowd reaction was great.
So, I mean, for future staters, would you suggest joining the band?
Yeah, definitely. It's pretty fun. You kind of just go and jam out with a bunch of other people who are also at least pretty good at playing their instrument, so it's pretty fun.
All right, we could get your name and like what you did.
Yeah, I'm Zachary Goodwin from Green Flag County, and basically for choir, Yeah, I felt like I definitely had the right song to do a solo on. And in the past, I have done solos for choir. I did the musical, and I was the prince, the lead role. So I kind of developed a cool stance when going up on the stage, so I can sing as well as possible, and then also have a lot of fun doing it. And that was a beautiful auditorium to be able to sing in. And yeah, I really enjoyed choir.
So was the song that you sang a solo in the one that you wanted to, or were you trying to go after the King George role, or just kind of that was what you wanted?
So we auditioned for the song that I ended up being in first, Tell My Father. I got that. And then once I heard Jensen, he was the king sing, I thought he's definitely the guy for that role. I didn't want to sing, and I was happy with my one solo.
Got it. All right. Thank you so much.
I am here with a member of the choir. Could you please tell us what you did and your name?
Hi, my name is Jensen Brule, and I did a solo performance as King George in You'll Be Back from Hamilton during the choir performance.
So did you, as I'm aware, had the solo as the king, yes? So could you tell me a little more about your feelings going into that?
Well, of course, I was really nervous, but I've done some similar things in the past at my school, so it wasn't that terrible of a burden to bring on, and it really just brought out my inner Dole County.
So is this what you want to do from the start? I know our recorder right now has watched Hamilton and loves it, and I was just wondering if you've watched Hamilton and that's what you wanted to pursue.
Oh yeah, I love Hamilton. I've always been interested in music, and I hope to do something with music in the future.
Well, I thank you for taking time to do the interview, and also great job yesterday.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the talent show, choir, and band for those interviews. Now on to the interviews with the highway patrolman.
Hi, could you please state your name and your occupation?
I'm Gage Sorensen. I'm with the Highway Patrol here at Boise State.
So what has the highway patrol been doing this week?
Well, we've currently been investigating several cases upon several counties that I can't disclose right now. We've also been learning different hand-to-hand combat techniques, along with patrol and then DUI testing, how to perform traffic stops, and then reviewing car crashes and seeing what officers could have done better. And that's pretty much it right now.
So coming into Boise State, did you want to be on highway patrol, or were you going for something else?
I came here and I had a pretty good idea, but I really wanted to do Army National Guard for part-time, and then there was some confusion, but yeah, highway patrol is the way I really wanted to go.
Well, that's awesome. So going into the rest of the week, what are your goals for these last few days?
To finish out strong, finish our cases, and put some bad guys in jail.
Thank you. Thank you so much to the highway patrolman for taking time out of his day to do that interview with us.
This has been KSBS News. Thanks for watching. Signing off.